Hi, I'm Noah Dziedzina here with
Joshua Devlin.
and welcome back to NASA News. So first up we have the Toy and Book Drive. The National Honor Society is running a Toy and Book Drive up to April 10th. Please bring in any and all new donations to drop off in one of the many boxes that will be set up around campus. We are collecting to help underprivileged kids so they have the opportunity to have toys and read books they can't afford to buy. There will also be locations set up around the Cape, like the libraries and other public locations. Feel free to email 2020friends@nasaschools.org. Community service opportunities. Council of the Aging in each town is always looking for volunteers to help assist the elderly with yard cleanup and household chores. Please see Ms. Kremens in the main office with any questions. Unified Track and Field. If you are looking to try something new, come out for Unified Track and Field. For more information, sign up with Jake Picard by email, picardj@nasaschools.org, or stop by room D206. That's it for the announcements, and now on to Josh with the lineup.
Well, thank you, Wyatt. Starting off is our top story on the Literary Arts Magazine contest winners. This will be an interview with Mrs. Sizer and some of her students conducted by our own Benton Niggle. Our High Five student will be interviewed by Matthew Campbell. Following is Sports by Noah Dziedzina, then Things to Do with Alexien and Nicholas Quanstrom. After that is Student Council featuring Ben Niggle. Sam Cipro will be conducting this week's College Notebook, and Around the World is by Matt Campbell. Our health tip is by Noah Dziedzina, and our special report is by yours truly, Joshua Devlin. Ending our show is our talent search. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Nauset News' top story of the week. I'm Ben Niggle. Today we'll be highlighting the Nauset Literary and Arts Magazine contest, the brainchild of Beth Sizer. Hopefully later on in the interview we can get a comment from Beth. So a little bit of background about the Nauset Literary and Arts Magazine contest. Students have an option of submitting a poem, a short story, or a visual arts piece. The winner of the poem this year was Tiffany Tromp, the winner of the short story was Sam Carpenter, and the winner of the visual arts piece was Rachel Praga. This magazine is an online publication, and you can check it out from the Nauset Schools website. I'm here now with Sam Carpenter, who won the short story of the Nauset Literary and Arts Magazine contest. Sam, how did you find out about this contest?
I actually entered last year, and so when I checked the Daily Bulletin this year, I saw that it was on there again, and I was ready to enter.
Oh, very cool. So you said you participated in years past. Have you won before?
Yes, I won last year.
And you said you kind of wanted to repeat itself and win again?
I mean, I wasn't entering just to win, but it was awesome finding out that I'd won again this year.
So this year you won for a short story. What did you win for last year?
Last year I also won for a short story. Last year's was a lot more of a humorous short story. It was like a sensationalized news article about some silly event that didn't actually happen. This year I wanted to be a little bit more serious, so I tried to tell more of an actual story.
So what was your plot this year?
This year's plot, well, I mean, you'll have to read it to find the whole story, but it was about a time travel prison and a man who continually travels back in time to break himself out.
Can you give us a little hint about it? A little more?
Let's see. So time travel, the basic plot is, if they go back before the invention of the time machine, it can cause paradoxes. I promise I explained this better in the story, but they set up a prison to capture any time traveler who tries to go before the invention of the time machine. The first guy that they capture decides to come back and break himself out, and they keep capturing the same copy of the same guy, and before they know it, they have lots of copies of the same guy. It sounds worse when I describe it, but...
Sounds interesting. So people can check it out on the Nauset Schools website, right? There's a link?
Yep, and when the lit mag comes out, it's going to be in there too.
Very cool. So this year and last year, were you surprised when you won?
Oh, absolutely. I know there are a lot of great stories that always enter, lots of great people writing it, so it was surprising both years when I won.
And it sounds like you're a pretty good English student, at least. What English class are you taking this year?
I'm taking AP English 11 with Ms. King.
Very cool. So is this your first time, last year you won too, but is this your first time being published, or have you been published in other magazines as well?
This was my first time being published. I've done a couple things for a few websites, but this is my first time on paper.
So if someone wants to come check out your piece, what is it called?
It's called The Recursive Man.
Well, thank you so much, Sam, and congratulations on winning.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, so now we're here with Miss Sizer, who invented Nauset Lit Magazine. What kind of made you want to start it, and when did you start it?
Quick correction, I didn't invent it at all. It's been around here for decades.
Wow.
I inherited it. I think that I know that there are issues that go back to the 80s that Mrs. Massesso did.
Oh,
So
really?
I inherited it. I love to write short stories, I love to publish short stories, and I love to help other young writers get to see their work in print. It can be really exciting, and it can make writers want to write even more.
And if someone wants to check out the Lit Mag, where do they go to see it?
Well, we go to Student Publications, which is on our Nauset Regional High School website. And this year we're also hoping to get the funds where we can print out some hard copies and leave them around in the library, in the office, in the lobby, stuff like that.
Very cool. So it's a competition.
Yes.
There's 3 categories.
Right.
There's short story, poem, and
Visual art.
Visual art.
Right.
How was the submissions this year? Was there a lot? A
Yeah,
little?
we had a lot of submissions. It was very competitive. We had prize money for them, and it was really hard for the students to choose the winners. So we did have a couple of honorable mentions. Now that the contest is over, we're going to open it up to the general public. So people who don't want to be judged, but just want to submit their work and see if they can get it in print.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So if anyone has any questions,
Yep.
email Miss Sizer.
Yep.
So it's sizerb@nausetschools.org.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. This has been the top story on Nauset News about the Nauset Literary and Arts magazine. I hope you enjoyed it. Now on to the next segment.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Gornstrom. I am here with,
Alexian.
and we're here for your things to do. I'll be doing your movie reviews, and then Alaric will be doing your events around the community. So today I'll be reviewing 3 movies: Alita Battle Angel, Tyler Perry's The Medea Family Funeral, and How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. First, Alita Battle Angel is an action-packed film about a young girl trying to find truth about who she is, and it's the journey about her fight in this dystopian future. So my score for this film would be a 3 out of 4 stars. That is, as it's a really good action-packed film for those who enjoy those type of movies. Second, Tyler Perry's The Medea Family Funeral is Tyler Perry's last Medea film. He's not going to be doing any more of these films. So it was a really funny movie with a bunch of family drama, and it also had a lot of comedy in there as well. So it's definitely something worth checking out. I give that one a 3.5 out of 4 stars. And my last film I'll be reviewing is How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. And that film is a really good family-friendly film. It's the last film in that trilogy.
Oh.
And yeah, so I really think you guys will like that one. I give that one a 3 out of 4 stars as well. So that has been your movie reviews. Now on to Alaric for your events around the community.
Great, thank you. This is Alaric, and today I'm going to talk about the activities you can do here on Cape Cod this weekend and throughout next week. So on this Friday, March 15th, you can go to the McDermott Glass Studio. For over 18 years. The master of glass blower, David McDermott, and his wife has been producing magnificent glass, and it's been displayed in hundreds of galleries across the country. And the studio opens on Wednesday through Sundays from 9:30 to 4. A contemporary glass in Sandwich Glass Studio. Watch the studio at work and give you like a thorough understanding of the rudimentary how the glass blowing works, and it's definitely a unique experience. On this Sunday, March 17th, there are some events happening in the Ladies Library in Brewster. As a part of their Sunday concert series, they invite you to a performance by Joan Kirkner and Richard Bush. They will be performing Beyond the Rainbow. And yeah, the concert is at 2 p.m. on Sunday. The admission is free. And in addition to that, the Ladies Library, they're having like a book sale from 1 to 4 p.m. on this Sunday. So 10,000 of books and like DVDs, CDs, and puzzles will be on sale. And this Sunday also St. Patrick's Day, and we have a traditional Irish music session on Cape Cod with Cape Cod musicians. This event is free, and it's like an open session. Musicians are welcome to join in, and kids can dance. There will be like food and bars. It's on Sunday from 5 to 7:30 p.m. on Route 28, West Dennis. And besides that, the Sandwich Glass Museum is focusing on glass as an emotional object. On their spring exhibition, Remember Me, Stories Engraved on Glass, is open on Wednesdays through Sundays from 9:30 to 4. And thoughtfulness and tangible memories are displayed with each piece. And you can learn more about it on their website, the Glass Museum website. And if you enjoy a fun time with family and friends, well, test your knowledge, you might want to be at Shad and Bar's Inn for their trivia night on Wednesdays, March 20th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. There will be 5 rounds in subjects including history, science, general knowledge, literary, and the sports category. The event is free, so make sure you check it out. And that's it for the week. My name is Alaric Xian, and I'm joined with
Nick Quaster.
and this is our things to do for the week.
Hello, my name is Matthew Campbell, here with Ethan Enhstrom for your High Five Student of the Week. So I've heard that you are in drama and are one of the lead roles in your upcoming play, Purification. So how does it feel having that much of an important role in this play?
The play is for a competition, so it's a lot of pressure because being one of the main roles means sort of being one of the main things that the judges are seeing and like one of the main things that they're judging the entire team by. But I am by far not the most important person on that stage. I think everyone has sort of an equal standing, but it's just like, it's a lot of pressure because if I make a mistake, everyone else gets dragged down. But at the same time, it's just really fun.
Oh, yeah. And so how long have you been interested in drama for?
Wow. I think it started when I did my first like theater thing when I was about 8 years old.
Okay.
And yeah, it was this little sort of group of like elementary schoolers ranging from like 1st to 5th, 6th grade, and we would write our own plays and perform them for our parents.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, my first role was a wind-up robot that was, I looked back at my mom's video of it. It was a very suicidal wind-up robot.
Well, do you have anyone who inspired you to start it, or was on your own will?
It was sort of just, my parents pushed me toward it because I've always been sort of a theatrical person who just performs things because I can.
Okay.
Like one of the first toys I had as a kid was this little microphone stand that I would always sing in front of my parents. So
that's cool. And how did you feel first getting into drama?
It was a way to make friends, and I just had a lot of fun. It was the most fun I've ever had really doing anything, and I think that's what's pushed me toward it.
Okay, and what techniques, if you do personally, use to help with stage fright?
Okay, this is a funny story actually. I get like pre-show anxiety, but not stage fright. I was broken of my stage fright in 1st grade because, in the classroom that I was in, that was my 1st grade classroom, there was an in-classroom bathroom because they didn't want little kids wandering around the school and they went to the bathroom. So sometimes I would just go in there to avoid work. And one particular day, little 1st grade me was just hanging out in the bathroom, singing in front of the mirror, and I walked out, and everyone was staring at me, and they had all heard. And at the end of the year, we all got little awards, and mine was star performer, and that was the most embarrassing moment of my life. And that embarrassment just cured me of my stage fright forever. So my advice would be, do something super embarrassing, and you'll never be afraid of being embarrassed in front of people anymore.
Oh, that's great. Well, this has been your High Five Student of the Week. I'm Matthew Campbell, and here's your high five.
Hi, I'm Sam Cibro, and welcome to College Notebook. Today we will cover cost-affordable colleges here in Massachusetts. Many private schools can cost over $50,000 a year for room, board, and mandated fees. But if you look at some of your state colleges, you'll be pleasantly surprised that the cost could drop by $20,000 to $30,000. Of course, it's important to have ideas of what career path or course you want to study, and you may find them in your select colleges. Westfield State has a strong criminal justice program, while Bridgewater State has an excellent education major, and also a major in aviation. Mass Maritime Academy is for those that want a career in the water, such as working on a ship. So, some of the colleges in Massachusetts that are very cost affordable are Bridgewater State, Fitchburg State, Framingham State, Salem State in the heart of which city, Westfield State across the street from beautiful Stanley Park, Worcester State, Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts located in the Berkshires, Cambridge College located in Boston area if you're looking for city life, New England Institute of Art, and Mass Maritime Academy located along the canal right here on Cape Cod. This has been Sam Cipro with your College Notebook, and on to our next segment.
Hello and welcome to NASA News. This is your Student Council Report of the Week. I'm Ben Niggle, the Senior Class President and an Executive Board Member of the NASA High School Student Council. The Student Council is holding our first March Madness Spirit Week through the days of Monday the 11th of March to Saturday the 16th of March. The dance will be on the Saturday, and tickets for the dance will be sold at lunch and at the door. They are $5. And this is a reminder to all of the classes to participate in the Spirit Days, because whoever has the best participation at the end of the 5 days will win $250 for their class. Student Council will also be going to our MASC Student Council Leadership Conference that happened last Wednesday through Friday. Student Council also participated in a polar plunge to benefit Special Olympics, and we raised over $100. Keep a lookout for Rock the Stage, which will be coming up in April. Thank you, and now on to the next segment of NASA News.
Hello, I'm Noah Dziedzina, and I'm here with this week's health tip. Today we will be discussing the drink that has a place in many people's daily routines, that being coffee. For a long time, there was debate and speculation about whether or not it was really beneficial. But as more and more studies have been completed, it is clear that coffee itself can be beneficial to one's health. For example, coffee and the caffeine it contains can increase your metabolic rate by up to 11% and your fat burning rate up to 10% as well. Do note, however, that it's possible these effects could diminish in long-term coffee drinkers. It can also boost adrenaline, break down fatty acids for energy, and therefore improve your physical performance during workouts. It contains many essential nutrients like vitamins B2, B5, manganese, and potassium, as well as being a very good source of antioxidants. It could also protect against many diseases like type 2 diabetes, various cancers, and could even help protect your liver. However, one thing to take note of is that oftentimes the additives we put into coffee can affect the overall health benefits. For example, while non-dairy cream can improve the taste of coffee, it also contains trans fats that can raise your bad cholesterol levels. Flavored creams are packed with sugars, palm oil, and corn syrup. Adding other flavored syrups dramatically increases the amount of sugar and calories in your coffee. Be sure to avoid whipped cream, as it is just empty calories, as well as high fructose corn syrup and hydrogenated oils. Lastly, teenagers in particular should monitor their caffeine intake, whether from coffee or other sources. The recommended amount for teenagers is 100 milligrams per day. Many teens rely on coffee to operate on a daily basis, but it's important to note that too much can have negative effects on one's health. It can reduce the amount of deep, regenerative sleep that teens get, as well as stunt brain development during adolescence. It could also reduce the amount of calcium in the body, particularly when consumed in place of milk in the mornings. The important thing is moderation. Coffee is a great drink with many benefits. Just be sure to limit your consumption and make sure you know what you're putting into your coffee. I'm Noah Dziedzina, and this has been your health tip of the week.
Hello, I'm Joshua Devlin, here for your NASA News Special Report. Today's report will be on the importance of finding a summer job early. Summer is rapidly approaching on the Cape, and numerous businesses are opening their doors for the busy summer season. Most businesses open up again in the months of April and May. High school students should search for jobs as soon as possible. College students are leaving for break and will also be trying to find work. You can increase your odds of being hired by applying early so you can reserve a space of employment. Places to find businesses that need employees include the internet, classified ads in the newspaper, and even on local bulletin boards around your community. I can say firsthand that a lot of restaurants as well as hotels need a lot of workers. Jobs at restaurants are some of the best jobs a high school student can have. Tip money is good and gives you some spending money, and you can also save the money from your checks to buy whatever it is you require. Consider finding a job that is in close proximity to your residence. Don't have a car? Find a job that is adjacent to the bike path. A lot of businesses in Orleans are close to the bike path and are also looking for new employees. You should also try to find a job that you both enjoy and pays well. Don't be afraid to ask friends, family, or even complete strangers for job opportunities. Never burn bridges with old employers because they can be used as references to future employers. Good references will always increase your chances of receiving the position. Thank you, and this has been Joshua Devlin for your special. Hello, I'm here with Noah Bahare. Now, Noah, what do you do for work over the summer?
Over the summer, I work at a summer camp in Yarmouth, and it's pretty much just working with a lot of kids. It's so much fun.
Would you say you enjoy working there?
Yeah, I have a good time. It's a good experience, and even though the pay isn't great, I feel like the experience is worth the time. So.
Alrighty, well, thank you. Hello, I'm here with Christian Beer. Now, Christian, what do you do for work over the summer?
So over the summer, I work with a guy and we do a window washing. So we just go around to different houses, all throughout the Cape, and we just wash windows. It's a lot of fun.
So I take it you enjoy what you do?
Yes.
How is the pay, if you don't mind me asking?
It's good. I get $15 an hour, and I'm at the table. So
not bad at all. Yeah, that is wonderful. Alrighty, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm here with Nico Zucker. Now, Nico, can you tell me what it is you do for work over the summer?
Over the summer, I usually just work at a pizza place. So,
what's the name?
Zia Pizzeria. They're remodeling right now, so it's gonna be Whisk in the summer.
Yep. What town is that in?
Orleans.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Would you say you enjoy working there?
Yeah, it's pretty good. The owners are really nice. So.
Is the pay good too?
They pay minimum wage, but that's kind of expected.
That's decent for a high school job. Yep.
Right.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Nico.
My name is Matthew Campbell, and I'm here with Around the World. Close to home in Washington, Democrats are launching a new probe of U.S. President Donald Trump. The investigation could damage his 2020 election run. The investigation will look into his possible obstruction of justice, corruption, and abuse of power. Trump has denounced the probe and has accused the Democrats of going stone crazy. The U.S. is not the only country to be having issues with top government. In Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau continues to drop in the approval figures. Alleged wrongdoings and his second minister resigning from cabinet are just the latest scandals. And finally, Southwest Airlines declared an operational state of emergency following numerous aircrafts being taken out of service due to maintenance issues. The maintenance crisis stems from a mechanics dispute and is currently costing Southwest millions in lost revenue. I'm Matthew Campbell, and this has been Around the World.
Hi, and I'm Richard Ramsey here with your talent search, and today we're here with Katie, who plays the oboe, and she's gonna be doing the pop concert. And can you just tell us some things about your instrument and what it does? How do you play it?
Okay, I play the oboe, which is a double reed instrument, similar to the bassoon in sort of. There aren't very many oboes, especially on Cape.
Yeah.
The Pops concert is coming up. It's sort of like Beatles themed.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the 16th?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Yes. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So.
Okay. So, what do you think about your music class? Do you like it?
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Nice. So, could you play your instrument for us? Just a little song, I guess. A little snippet of something.
Great, thank
This has been your Town Search. I'm Richard Ramsey with
Katie Kroll.
Thank you. On to your next segment.
Hello, my name is Noah Dziedzina, and welcome to this week's edition of Sports. Spring season has finally arrived, starting Monday the 18th for all sports. Nauset has a very active spring season with teams in baseball, softball, girls golf, boys and girls lacrosse, sailing, boys and girls tennis, boys and girls track, and the second year of the co-ed unified track team. If you're on the fence about playing, you'd better make up your mind quickly. Make sure you are all signed up and registered online at Family ID if you have not done so already. Contact Michelle Pavlou if you have any questions regarding sign-up. Also, make sure you have completed impact testing if playing a contact sport, and make sure that your physical is up to date or taken within the last 13 months. Another date to keep in mind is the spring sports meeting on March 21st at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. If you do not attend the meeting, parents and athletes must complete a concussion education course online. A special thank you goes out to Athletic Director Mr. Madsen, the Booster Club, and all the teams and coaches for their hard work in putting together the Evening of Champions fundraiser. Now that it is spring, we are all ready for warmer weather, so be sure to come out and support the teams. Check the calendar on nausetsports.org for all game dates and locations. That does it for this week's edition of sports. Good luck to all our spring teams.